Let me check the time. It is 3:18 p.m. on December the 27th, 2020 here in Salem, Indiana. I have uploaded the side-by-side video of the celestial star being that had the beams of lights coming from it. It's like a 51-minute and 52-second video side by side. The one on the right is the original without any editing whatsoever. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful to watch it up there in the sky with the music. And then side next to it is the one where the color is adjusted and the exposure. And you have to watch it. You have to watch it. Hello. Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Someone said, I can't see the beams of light. Can you hear me now? They said, I can't see the beams of light. Well, you've got to watch the video. They're not, the beams of light are not there all the time. It's only at certain times that the beams of light show up on that celestial being that is up there in the sky. And it's still a celestial being because it's up there. That video is for observation purposes and for documentation purposes so that we can get a better idea of what is in the sky and why are the beams of light coming from it. I don't have all the answers. No one person has all the answers. I saw someone on here said, I told you what it was, but you won't listen to me. There's lots of people who think they have the definitive answer, but I don't think we have any definitive answers right here. Right now, this is a learning process. We will learn as we go, as with all things. Everybody don't know everything all at once. You don't. You do not unless you're God or Source or the creator of all. You don't have all the answers. I don't have all the answers. We're trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Yes, we have some information that we can contribute on an individual basis. And I think that's what everyone's trying to do, contribute information that they have so we can compile it all together. Hello, good evening. I won't be on here long. I just wanted you all to know. If you didn't know, I did upload the video. It has two videos. The one on the right is the original video that I took last night, and I have slowed it down to 0.125. And the other one on the left is the one where the adjustment has been made to where you can see the beams of light. And it's not just emanating from the one star. It's emanating all around it, too, at an angle. The closer the star got, the angles became more apparent. Yeah. So that's all I have to say. You all can look at the video. The music is quite fitting, I think, for what we're viewing. Thank you all, too. You know, I'm now in the process of uploading that video to the Facebook so they can watch it without having to come to the YouTube. If you have a Facebook account, I am trying to upload it on there. I hope Facebook will let it go. It'd probably take 2 or 3 hours to upload to the Facebook itself. They could be angels. There's many theories about what we're looking at. There really is. Some say that they're spaceships. I say that they're living celestial beings with a highly evolved consciousness. But after looking at that, I don't know what to think. But I'll still continue to take videos of it. I will when I'm given the opportunity. You're very welcome. A battle. I'm sure there is a battle going on up there. My skies today, when I walked outside, there were so many of those white planes flying, and they had X's all over the sky, and then they had great big arches all over the sky, and they even had shadows right next to each white line in the sky. There was a shadow in the backdrop. So if there's a shadow, you know that there's something behind that white thing that's going up in the sky. There is a background, a solid black background to create that shadow up against. So something's definitely going on, and I think time will tell all things. But until that time comes, we've got to gather as much information as we can. Hello. The stars create the magnetic dome. That sounds pretty good. It does. The veil is to be lifted soon, and it may be lifted soon. You bouncing on the ball? Well, go ahead and bounce on that ball. That's when all this first started back in March, okay? It did, the lockdowns and stuff, but it's okay. Yeah, yeah, we will. One day we will learn what we really are and who we really are. Okay, we will. I know that we've got electrical energy within us too, and we've got light on the inside of us. So we're part of the equation. We really do. We're intertwined. I don't know. But I'm not going to be on here long at all. I'm getting ready to get off of here because I still have some things I need to take care of in the basement. Some reorganizing. I just have to keep coming up here and making sure the videos were ready to upload. Yeah. The moon is true spaceship. They could travel. We are angels. We could be. You never know. Well, I'm going to go. I just wanted to let you all know. I just wanted to drop in and say, yes, I've got that video uploaded. It's a side-by-side. No, you're not going to see the beams of light every single time it moves. You'll have to watch the video, and it does have music to it. And the very first side of the video is an untouched video. That's the actual colors and everything, and the video right next to it. I couldn't get them in sync. That is the one that has the adjustments to it. So with that being said, thank you all so much. And thank you for coming to this YouTube channel. If you're new here, I have a lot of videos. I've only started doing this back in June of 2018. And if you hadn't heard the story, I'll tell it again since there's some people on here who may not have heard. It was around June of 2018, give or take a few months, that, well, June the 15th of 2018, I was going to my mother's house, and there was a stop sign. And I looked up in the sky, and there was a woman kneeling on a cloud. It was a cloud shape, looked just like a woman kneeling with her hands reached out and her head turned back. And I got out of my car, and I took a picture of her. It was the day I started, my life changed, okay? And I also between that time and maybe give or take a few months, 3 beings came down in a beam of light in my front yard, where one of my main convergent lines, where the ley lines converge. It was the same spot where I took, if you ever saw the observatory shut down, there were pictures that were circulated that there were UFOs that were trying to repair the sun. That was my picture, because it was circulated all around the world. I stood on those main convergent lines and I took those pictures. But 3 beings came down in a beam of light, a small tan extraterrestrial, smaller than 3 feet, an older lady. She was kind of short and chubby. She was with the small tan extraterrestrial. And then there was a young lady who stood on my front porch, and I stood at my doorway on my front porch. The young lady had long brown hair. She kind of looked like me when I was young, but she was looking at the eastern sky, and I looked at her, and I knew why she was there. She was going to take my place. She was going to be me. I was going to be her. And I was worried about my daughter because this woman was going to be very outgoing, and I'm just a quiet person. That's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm a quiet person. I like to do my gardening. I like to work on the vehicles. I just like to do my own thing. And this lady was going to take my place, and she was going to be me. And the older lady who was right next to the small extraterrestrial, she read my thoughts. She said, it's okay. It's only going to be 4 years. So I'm now around 2 years into this. I've got a little less than 2 years to go of doing what I'm doing in whatever capacity that I am to do. So that's the story behind that, if you all haven't heard it. And that's how long I've been doing this, 2018. Before that, I love to work on vehicles. I still do auto mechanics and gardening and all that kind of stuff. But now my majority of my time is doing what I'm doing now. So with that being said, I am going to go. I thank you all for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And thanks for coming to the YouTube channel.